Hello, viewers. Greetings on this World Heart Day. I have been asked to give the information about heart attack, risk factors, and preventive measures. Even though we've been knowing about the heart disease and the heart attacks, increasing incidence, and increasing the disease burden in the society at large, as well as the mortality rate since long time, the currently prevailing health conditions also, such as environmental pollution, stress, as well as the recent infections of COVID infections have increased the incidence of heart diseases, especially the heart attacks. So let us first begin with what are the responsible factors leading to heart attacks. In medical language, we call them as risk factors. The risk factors are smoking, the number one, 2, diabetes, 3, high blood pressure, 4, high cholesterol, 5, stress. These are called the major risk factors. Of course, there are multiple minor risk factors, but one should focus mainly on these major risk factors. So these risk factors, if they are present in an individual, if these things are not controlled properly, they may lead to a future heart disease in the particular individual. It is known, even in the absence of these risk factors, one can get heart attack, but the existence of these risk factors would only increase the chances of developing a heart attack. So now, what causes the heart attack? The heart attack is the result of a reduction in blood supply to the heart muscle. So, what is giving the blood supply to the heart? The heart itself is giving blood supply to you on its own through 3 arteries, which are called as coronary arteries. People have a wrong conception and they call it as valves. It is not true. Valves are certainly other things in the heart, but the blood supply is through these blood vessels, which are called coronary arteries. If there is a cholesterol deposit in that artery, that narrows the diameter of the artery, and at one time, if they split, it results in clotting, which ultimately impedes or stops the blood supply to the heart muscle, and as a result of which the heart muscle dies or starts dying. That is the time a person develops heart attack. And when a person develops a heart attack, they must immediately rush to the nearest hospital, because we have a concept called golden hour concept. If a person can reach a nearby hospital where an emergency angiogram and angioplasty is available, the facilities for such treatment are available, and the trained personnel are available, then they should go there and then get the heart attack treated by the specialists. That is at the time of developing the heart attack. So before the heart attack develops, if one can prevent the heart risk factors, the heart attack can be prevented. Once the heart attack is treated by the people, the specialists in a specialized hospital, they would be put on medications for the next 1 year minimum, probably for the rest of their life. Along with these medications, which should not be stopped at all, they should always continue them. They have to take care of the other risk factors as well. Earlier days, we used to say heart attack is a disease of the elderly. It is not true anymore. Young people, the youngest of the young boy and a girl I have treated a 14-year-old boy with a major heart attack. And the cause of that heart attack in that young man is extensive smoking. He started smoking at the age of 9 years and then came with a heart attack at the age of 14 years. And now, the last week only, I have seen a young girl of 19 years. Of course, this time, probably it is secondary to COVID or stress. I could not put my fingers on the exact cause, but the fact of the matter is a 19-year-old girl coming with a major heart attack. So, my friends, remember, healthy heart lifestyle is the best remedy. And for that, only 5 mantras. 1, regular walking, at least half an hour a day. One should keep it aside for regular walking. Maintain ideal body weight. Increase intake of vegetables and avoid fats and oily foods. Decrease the salt intake, and smoking definitely no, no, no. These things are put aside as lifestyle modifications by medical personnel, and one should follow these regularly and lead a good, healthy heart lifestyle. With this, you can control the heart attack incidence, reduce the burden on the society, and have a good life. Thank you very much. All the best.